Hey out there in YouTube land, this is Steve. I just want to make another video and everything. Just make a video and thank everybody. And again, I highly appreciate everybody reviewing my last three videos. This is my fourth one, and I do appreciate it. I highly appreciate it. I got a thing that I've been wanting to talk about. I've been thinking about for the last couple days. Um, about helping somebody out. You know, it don't hurt to help somebody out, and what I mean by that is not not money, but financial. Not financial, but not money. Spiritual. That's what I'm thinking of. Spiritual. Try to help somebody out spiritual, and then what I mean by that is to sit down and talk to somebody. I got an old boy out there in California. He went out there and I don't watch the news that much, but what I do watch, that old boy out there in California went in that bar and killed them 12, 15 people, whatever it was. He killed all them people out there. And you hear a lot more of it. If somebody sat down and talked to him and said, hey man, what is on your mind? Why are you wanting to do what you do? They want to call it whatever they want to call it, I don't know. But that's what I'm talking about. If you see somebody in a world of hurt, frustrated and just mad at the world, sit down and talk to them. Say, hey, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? And they're like, well, I'm depressed. I'm aggravated. One thing after another. There's right now it's coming up on the seasons, coming up on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and stuff like that. A lot of people's up underneath stress, and they're worried about oh, how am I gonna pay my bills, and plus get Christmas for everybody. Let me turn this radio down a little bit here. People just right now they're just up underneath a lot of stress. How they're going to do what they're going to do. Don't worry about nothing. First of all, what you need to do is get down on your hands and knees and thank the good Lord up above for you living and your family living and everything doing good. You just get down on your hands and knees and pray to the good Lord up above and say, hey, how am I going to take care of this problem, or how am I going to do this, and how am I going to do that, and it will come true. I live my life on a hope and a prayer, and what I mean by that, I hope I get up in the morning times and I pray I get through the day. That's what that's how I live my life. Besides my wife and my three grandchildren, my two kids, they're healthy. My three grandkids, they're really healthy. My wife, she's healthy, and that's what makes me happy. I don't have a lot in this old world, but what I do have, I'm happy for. And if you got, I don't care if you live in a cardboard box. If you're happy, hey, I'm tickled to death for you. A $1 million home, if you live in a $1 million home, and you're happy, hey, I'm tickled to death for you. That's what I'm talking about. You being happy. People turns to drugs and alcohol and guns. I'm all for. I ain't got nothing against guns. If you own one, if you carry one, more power to you. I ain't a gun person myself. I don't own guns. I just personally don't. I choose not to have one. It's sad that it comes to this in this world that people has to carry guns to feel safe, to feel safe where they can go out in this world. It shouldn't be like that. The way people is today. I'm 52 years old, and I believe in sitting down and talking about what's on your mind. It doesn't matter if it's a neighbor, or a friend, or your spouse. your, whoever, your mom, dad, cousins, whoever, I believe in, talking to them and saying, hey, you think you got it bad? You talk to somebody else and you're like, man, I got it easy compared to what they got. There's always somebody out there that's got it worse than you. I hope these videos aspires you to where you don't turn to drugs and you don't turn to alcohol and you don't turn and decide to go out here and, kill 50 people or whatever. I hope that these videos, and I hope that and then I'm talking to everybody. I ain't just talking to, one individual, because, I got all kinds of friends. I, I got all kinds of friends. So I personally feel that you shouldn't have to turn to guns and turn to drugs and turn to alcohol for whatever. That don't solve the problem. That makes the problem even worse. I've been working a lot here recently, and I just been working a lot, but I'm still happy. I'm tickled to death. For one, I'm making money. For two, I'm just, I feel that I'm getting everything accomplished. Talking to y'all out there in YouTube land, it makes me more happier. My wife, my 3 grandkids, my 2 kids, that makes me happy. I'm a simple person. It don't take much to make me happy. Like I said in the last video, you give me a good old Pepsi or a good old Coke, and I'm happy. I'm happier than happy. That's the way it should be. But people ain't like me. They got a lot on their mind and everything, and they choose other ways. And again, I ain't picking on nobody, so whoever's watching this video, they were like, well, Steve's picking on me. No, I ain't picking on nobody. I'm just talking in general. It shouldn't have to be balance involved in anything. Any situation, there shouldn't be no balance involved. I believe in talking your problems out. I believe in, there's ways around besides violence. We need to leave the violence alone and everything. If you're that mad at the world, go out there and beat up your car. Go out there and beat up the ground. Hit the ground. Just haul off and just start beating that ground to death. To get out your frustrations. That, or just take off walking. Just take off walking, and when you get done walking, you think about why you walking. I'm walking to relieve the stress. I'm walking to not hurt nobody. I'm walking to relieve everything that's on my mind. I know it's going to be there when you get back home, and when you walk through the door, your problems is still going to be there. But I believe in, at that point in time, while you're out walking, or you're beating up the ground, or you're beating up your car, you're taking out your frustrations. You're relieving frustration and everything that's going on in your life. That's how I believe in. And again, I know people ain't like me, but I don't believe in balance. I will sit and talk. I'll talk my way out of a situation, and then after the situation's over with, I'm turning my back and I'm getting in my vehicle and I'm going home. That's why I don't go nowhere. I go to work and I come back home. I don't like dealing with stuff like that, and I don't like being around stuff like that. But that's just me. I see a lot of people at work that's frustrated and aggravated, and they're just, and I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? Why are you frustrated? Why are you aggravated? Talk to me. If you can't talk to me, talk to the good Lord up above. That's your best part right there, is getting down on your hands and knees and talking to the Lord. I ain't no preacher man. So people that does know me, they're like, well, he's up there preaching and everything, and he ain't no preacher man. No, I ain't no preacher man. I'm just saying, again, for me, it helps me out. It helps my frustration. It helps my anger out. By talking to the good Lord up above. He's the one that gets you through the day. He's the one that let you wake up and go to work and everything. He's the one that helps you out all the time. So always, get down on your hands and knees and pray to the good Lord up above. And your buddy's like, why are you praying to the Lord for? Your wife's like, well, why are you praying for the Lord for? Because that helps you out. He does listen to you, and he's answered a lot of my prayers, and he's answered a lot of stuff in my life. He's answered. That's why I'm saying, go to him, get down on your hands and knees, and pray and say, hey, Lord, help me out. Just talk to him. Talk to him like you're gonna. Don't cuss or nothing like that. But I mean, talk to him like you were going to talk to your friend or whatever. He does. He might not talk back to you, but he does answer your request, whatever you whatever you want in this world. So out there in YouTube land, just be careful, be safe. I hope these videos inspires people. I hope you get something out of them, is what I'm hoping. Regardless if it's good, bad, or ugly, or if you sit and watch me on this video and everything, and you just sit there and laugh and say, this guy he's nuts. There's something wrong with him. No, I ain't nuts. I'm just me being me. If you meet me outside of this video and everything, you'd be like, yeah, he is the same person. I am the same person. So, I hope that you get something out of it. Like I said, I hope you get a laugh out of it, or I don't want you to get frustrated and mad and everything. I want you to get something out of it. I want you to say, wow, I got this out of this man, and I needed this at that point in time. But I'm going to get on out of here, and y'all be careful, y'all be safe. I'm planning on making another one here probably, I don't know, in the next 4 or 5 days. I'm going to make another video and everything. But drop me a comment. I'm over on Facebook. I don't know if y'all can do it on the YouTube thing, but drop me a comment. Say, good, bad, or ugly. Let me know. I'm always open for suggestions. I'm always open for a good topic. Just drop me a line or give me a thumbs up and say, yeah, you are doing something good and everything. But I do appreciate y'all looking at my videos. I highly appreciate it and everything. Yeah, I can't thank y'all enough. But I'm gonna get on out of here. It's cold out here in my building. It's like 40 degrees, and I got the heater on in front of me. But y'all be careful out there, and if y'all over here in Kentucky, southern Indiana, it's cold and snowing and raining. That's why I'm out here in my building. But outside of that, y'all be good, y'all be careful, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.